If a woman displays these 7 behaviors, she's being emotionally distant with you. Spotting emotional distance is tricky, but crucial in maintaining a healthy relationship. Often, it's not about what's being said, but rather the behaviors that speak louder than words. A woman might be pulling away emotionally if she displays certain behaviors. It's not about pointing fingers or blaming her. Instead, it's about recognizing these signs and understanding what they mean. In this article, we'll dive into 7 telltale behaviors that indicate a woman might be emotionally distant with you. As someone who has spent years observing and analyzing relationship dynamics, I believe understanding these subtle cues can make a world of difference in your love life. She's less responsive. In the realm of relationships, open communication reigns supreme. When you notice a change in her responsiveness, it's worth paying attention. Maybe her replies are taking longer, or she's not initiating conversations as frequently. Sure, it could just be a busy patch or personal issues she's dealing with, but if this pattern sticks around, it could hint at emotional distance. It's crucial not to rush to judgment. Rather, view it as a potential sign and see if there are other behaviors aligning with it. It's about grasping the full context, not fixating on isolated incidents. 2. She's more agreeable. Contrary to expectations, a woman becoming excessively agreeable might signal emotional distancing. You might notice she's more prone to nodding along with you, or she seems less inclined to dive into meaningful conversations. Initially, this agreeability might seem like a positive shift, but it could actually hint at a diminishing emotional connection. When we're emotionally invested in someone, we're eager to share our thoughts, opinions, and feelings. We thrive on debates and exchanges because they deepen our bond. But when emotional withdrawal sets in, these interactions may taper off. Passivity and agreement might become the norm, reflecting a decreased investment in the relationship and its outcomes. 3. She avoids physical contact. Physical affection is one of the ways we connect and bond with our partners. It's a non-verbal way of saying, I'm here, I care for you, and you're important to me. But when a woman starts to distance herself emotionally, she might also start to shy away from physical contact. It could be as subtle as moving away when you try to hold her hand, or as obvious as avoiding hugs and kisses. I've discussed this behavior extensively in my book, Breaking the Attachment: How to Overcome Codependency in Your Relationship. Emotional distance can lead to physical distance, and understanding this connection can help you navigate through these challenging times. Again, it's about the bigger picture. Is this behavior a one-off thing, or is it becoming a pattern? If it's the latter, it's worth addressing it with her and trying to understand what's going on beneath the surface. 4. She's more engaged with her phone. Technology is a wonderful thing, but it can also serve as a shield against emotional intimacy. If she's spending more time scrolling through her phone rather than engaging with you, it could be a warning sign. Her increased focus on the digital world could be an escape from dealing with the realities of your relationship. In my personal experience, I've seen how easy it is to hide behind our screens, especially when things get uncomfortable. It's an easy escape, but one that can lead to emotional distance. As the famous author Paulo Coelho once said, you can become blind by seeing each day as a similar one. It applies here too. It's easy to overlook this behavior as a sign of today's digital age, but it's important not to ignore the subtle changes in our relationships. 5. She's less interested in your day. In relationships, sharing life's ups and downs is a cornerstone of connection. We celebrate victories, swap stories, and yes, even vent about the daily grind together. But when a woman starts to emotionally withdraw, those shared moments might lose their spark. You might notice her mind wandering during conversations, or she might not engage with your day-to-day anymore. It's a subtle shift, easy to dismiss as just stress or a hectic schedule. I've learned firsthand how easily it can slip under the radar. But if this pattern persists over time, it could be a signal that she's pulling back emotionally. She seems distant even when she's with you. Presence is more than just being physically there. It's about being emotionally available and connected too. When a woman starts to become emotionally distant, she might be physically present, but seem miles away. She might seem distracted or uninterested, even when you're spending time together. This is one of the more painful signs to recognize. I've been there myself, and it feels like you're losing a connection that was once strong and vibrant. As the great Maya Angelou said, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. If she's making you feel like you're alone, even when she's with you, it's a sign that she might be emotionally distancing herself. If you're looking for more insights and advice on relationships, I invite you to follow me on Facebook. There, I share my latest articles and thoughts on love, relationships, and emotional connections. 7. Stop talking about the future. Mapping out the future together is a cornerstone of any solid relationship. It signals dedication, a readiness to invest, and a shared vision of what lies ahead. Yet when a woman starts to pull away emotionally, those future talks may dwindle. Gone are the chats about dream vacations or envisioning your lives years down the road. Let's face it, relationships are a journey. They demand effort, empathy, and a hefty dose of perseverance. But armed with love and commitment, even the most daunting hurdles can be conquered. Unmasking emotional distance. Navigating emotional distance in relationships can feel like solving an intricate puzzle. It's filled with uncertainty, confusion, and sometimes heartache. But recognizing these behaviors can mark the beginning of closing that divide. I wish there were a quick fix, a simple solution to mend it all. But relationships don't operate on magic. They thrive on communication, empathy, and a heap of patience. Through years of counseling couples, I've come to realize that reshaping our relationships often starts with reshaping our outlook. And sometimes we could use a guiding hand to achieve that. I would strongly recommend watching this insightful video by Justin Brown that beautifully explains the problem with using the law of attraction to try to find the perfect partner. He emphasizes how relationships are about commitment, embracing challenges, and growing together. Concepts that resonate deeply with what we've been discussing in this article. Remember, every relationship has its ups and downs, but it's through these tough times that we grow stronger and deeper in love. Embrace these challenges and let them guide you towards a more fulfilling relationship. Until next time, stay loving and stay connected.